Okay, so welcome to this tutorial on using the city and changing your email settings. We'll probably cover a little bit more than just that, but this is something that keeps coming up with our city users at Crossridge, and we wanted to just let you know how you can fix your email settings so you're not being inundated with updates that you either don't want or don't care about, or it's just getting too crowded in your inbox, or if you're not receiving anything or not enough, in which case you might not be watching this because you don't even know that it's there. But I'm getting off track already. So once you've logged into the city, this is basically what you see if you are me. I'm not sure that Garth Wiedemir has ever actually logged into the city because I've been requesting him as a friend for months now, and it's pending, it's pending, it's pending. It keeps telling me that Garth is somebody who I might know, and the truth is I do. We've talked about all kinds of things, Jamaica and the ability to put your big toe over top of the next toe, but that's, again, I'm getting off track. So if you're Garth, please accept my friend request and everybody else who's been requesting you for months. To change your email settings, and this will make a difference for what actually shows up in your inbox day in and day out with regard to Crossridge's city site. So it will maybe look a little bit different if you're using something other than Safari, if you're using Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Chrome. They're all basically the same. It's possible that some of the fonts might be a little bit different, but everything should still be in the same place. So to change these settings, you're going to go up to Account Settings, and you're going to click on that, and it will bring up your account. It'll show you your basic information here, your login name, your email address. If you want to change that, you can do that right here. Your profile. Now, your profile is something that you should actually, we'll talk about this even though it's not an email setting. Change your picture to something where we can actually see your face. Garth even did it, and he's only been on the city, I think, twice. So you can change your profile picture just by editing or deleting or adding a new one. It's not hard. You can just upload a picture and we can see who you are instead of just being a gray silhouette. One of the things that's always a great to change is your skills. This helps us figure out how we can get you better plugged in at Crossridge, and just let us know what you're good at. You know, making meals or making phone calls, or mopping and sweeping, different things that you can do along those lines. You can let us know, and that's a way that we can search and contact you. Under notifications, you'll find here you can receive emails from messages. That means when somebody sends you an email or a message on the city, it will come to your email inbox. That's a good thing to have there unless you're somebody who logs into the city quite regularly. Only allow my friends to start conversations with me. That is a totally legitimate choice. If you only want people who are your friends on the city to be able to contact you, you can check that box. If you don't want updates when people reply to your status, you can check that. And how do you want to respond to friend requests? You want the city to notify you. You can also choose accept all, that just automatically changes that. Garth might want to switch his to that. Or you can hit reject all and never, ever, ever accept any friends, which would make me really sad to find out that somebody was actually using that. Now, to the main portion of our show here. Email notification settings by group. This is where the magic happens. Now, I am the city admin, so I have my groups set to everything with the exception of a couple here that I don't want to get all the information from, but for the most part I have it set to everything. This way I can find out when people are posting stuff. My email gets probably, I don't know, sometimes 30 messages a day from the city. Probably not what you want, so you probably don't want that set up that way. But let's go through your options here. The first being nothing. Oh, let me backtrack a little bit here. These are all the groups that I am part of. You might only be part of Crossridge Church. You might be part of some of the kids ministry stuff or a small group. But either way, all of your groups will be listed here. You may only have the one. But so for each of your groups, you need to set these settings. There's not just a global for every single group that you're in, just accept all kind of thing. You need to set it for each group. So we'll start out. Nothing. If you choose nothing, you shouldn't. I'll just say that right off the bat. To know what's going on with nothing, when you click nothing, when I create a post, when Lee creates a post, when somebody puts a post on the website or on the city, sorry, you will not receive an update. Now, if you are a city junkie, like some of our people are Facebook junkies, and you get on the city 3, 4, 5 times a day just looking for new content, you can totally set this to nothing because you will stay up to date. If you are not that kind of a person, you do not want to set it to nothing. If you set it to nothing, you won't get any updates, and unfortunately, you will be left in the dark on a lot of things happening with Crossridge. As we've mentioned before, the city is our way of communicating with people. You're not going to get called by a phone tree. You're not going to get a separate email from the website. You are just going to get information from the city. Very important. So I would suggest not choosing nothing. That sounds like a double negative, but it's not. Okay. Daily Digest. This is the one that I would actually suggest most of you choose. Selecting Daily Digest will set it up so that each day that there is something posted in the city, you will get an update once a day that has all the new information there. And if something is in there that is applicable to you or your family, you can click on it and be taken to the city and find out more information. On each post, let me see if I can actually take us into another post. Here's a post that we just created that was sent out to everyone today, talking about youth. If you are the parent of one of our youth and a child in grades 6 to 12, this might be something that you want to stay up to date with. So you would get notified in your Daily Digest, because you have it set to Daily Digest, that this post was here. Attention, parents of kids in grades 6 to 12. Hey, that's me. So I'm going to go to this post. I'm going to read it, find out the information that I want. Right here is a little box that is a little, letter icon with a checkbox next to it. When I hover over it now, because it's checked, if I were to click it again, it would cause me to stop receiving emails for this topic. Now, because I have my settings set to everything, this box is automatically checked. If I just have it set to Daily Digest, it's not going to be checked. When it's not checked, I won't get anything. If Garth finally signs in and starts typing a response to this post, I won't get notified of that if this box is unchecked, which I thought I just clicked it. Can I unclick it? There we go. So if Garth were to get on, post a comment on this, I would not get an email telling me that Garth had done that. However, if I have Daily Digest set up and I do go here because this is interesting to me, I want to follow this topic, I want to be updated when any posts are added to this, if comments are added to this, or if the author gets on and actually updates with some new information, I will get that information sent to my inbox for something that I want to actually be notified on. Does that make sense? Since I can't hear anybody, I'm going to say that yes, it does. So back to here, Daily Digest. You get one email a day, and maybe not even every day. If there's something new posted that day, I think you get an update for it. Can't be totally sure. But that's a great option for you if you don't want to have a billion emails, because sometimes we'll post an event, a topic, and a prayer request all on the same day, and for each of those things, you're going to get an update if you have one of these other things set. So if you just want one a day, choose Daily Digest. New things. Now this is also a great spot for you if you want to stay up to date, but you don't want to get notified every time somebody posts a comment or an update. You just want to know about new things. You can choose this. That way, anytime something is posted in Crossridge Church, be it an event or a prayer request or a need, you will be notified by email for each individual one. Not just one a day. You'll get, when I posted at 9 o'clock in the morning that there's an event this weekend, you'll get an email at 9 o'clock in the morning. If at 10 o'clock I post a prayer request, you will get an email then with the prayer request. So that's what new things are. By default, when you have new things, when you actually come over to the actual post on the city, this will not be selected. Your updates, your posts, your comments will not be automatically set up on new things because you have asked the city to only let you know about new things, new posts that are created. Again, if you like that post and you go there and you want to follow it and get updates on it, check that box and you will start getting updates for that. Back over to here, everything, which like I had mentioned, is the way that I have most of my groups set up. If you choose everything, what will you receive? You will receive everything. So it's very important that you don't have this set unless you want to get a lot of emails for everything that gets posted. Now, if you are a group leader, say you're, over here we have our small group that meets on Tuesdays. For the people who are leading small groups, they are the leaders of those groups. It might be a great idea for you to have everything checked for your small group, because that way they can let you know whenever something new has been created, if there's a new post, if there's a new comment, and you want to stay up to date with what's happening with your small group. So group leaders, group admins, you are probably the only people who are going to want to choose everything, unless you are just, you're an information junkie. You like to know what's going on at Crossridge all the time. You can choose that. Over here, this show in menu box, you can check that or uncheck that. All that does is when you're over here, it lists your groups right here. You can see those. Those are the groups that you are in. If you choose to not show that in the menu, it hasn't refreshed the page, and I don't want to do that right now, so it's not showing you that. But if you check that or uncheck that, it will remove this from over here. I don't know why you would want to do that, but if you don't like the name of it, or you just don't like the way that the word looks in the menu, I guess you can uncheck that. But I would suggest leaving that checked. I think that is all that you need to know specifically with regard to email settings and the rest of these notifications, profile, all that kind of stuff. If you have any questions, definitely email me, andy@crossridgechurch.ca, or you can find just go to my profile on the city and you can send me a message directly from there. I'm not sure how I can send myself a message. Apparently I can't. But either way, you can. And I would encourage you to do so, even if it's just to say, hey, I like your profile picture. You can do that as well. If you do have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, enjoy the city, use it, and make sure that you're not frustrated with how many emails you're getting. Set up your email settings. Make sure that you're filtering out what you don't want, because there's no sense in you being, in essence, spammed by the city if you don't have to be. Hopefully this is helpful. We'll talk to you again, hopefully with some more tutorials on using the city. Thanks.